Hello, Scott Center, co-campus pastor, Blue Oaks. I don't know if you're familiar with the phrase, nowhere to hide. You know, it's a phrase that we use to express how we don't want to face something, but we're gonna have to anyway. It's like that time that you were told not to dribble the ball in the house, and you've been told that 1,000 times, but on the 1,001st time, you decide to do it anyway, and you break the lamp. Now you gotta face the wrath of your mom. Or how about the time you forgot your anniversary? And now you're gonna have to face the wrath of your spouse on that. You have no place to hide. You know, with Christmas, with all its fun and all its celebration, it brings with it a no place to hide emotion. It's the emotion of loss. In the last 9 Christmases I've spent without my father, and each Christmas, as I'm about to enter into the season, I know that I'm gonna have to face the emotion of grief, even with all the celebrations that are going on. And I know if you're like me, you experience the same thing. And for some of you this season, you have this dread that there's no place to hide from the emotion of grief. Now, we're in this theme in Christmas at Bayside called The Thrill of Hope. And it comes from that foundational song, O Holy Night. And I was asking myself the question, why is there a thrill of hope in the birth of Jesus? Well, there's a lot of answers to that question, but at the center of it is this, is that death no longer has the final say. Paul said it like this, he says, we do not want you to grieve like other people who have no hope. Notice that he doesn't say we don't grieve. We do grieve, but we grieve differently because we have a hope that's found in Jesus Christ. It's the hope of the season that Jesus would come and eventually give his life for the forgiveness of our sins. John actually wrote a little bit later, John the disciple, he says, on that day, Jesus will wipe every tear from their eye. There'll be no more death, mourning, crying, or pain, for the older things have passed away. In other words, for those who've accepted God's free gift of grace, there's always the hope of being reunited with God, but also each other. So here's my encouragement for you today during this season. You may have a nowhere to hide this Christmas from the emotion of loss, but you do have a place to run. So run to the one who brings hope. Run to the one who this season is all about. Run to Jesus and have a Merry Christmas.